I've been a student of personal growth, a student of myself, a student of self-discovery for many years of my life now. And I have greatly benefited and become a better version of myself from it. But no matter how much growth I have done or continue to do, I realized something. I realized that there's absolutely no finish line to growth. Reason being, I discovered that that former, lesser version of yourself is still there. You can't make him disappear. I can't make that version of myself disappear. No one can. Because at any given time, someone or something can trigger it to where it emerges. And that's why it's so important that when you are a student of personal development, a student of yourself, that you realize that it's not about acquiring perfection. It's about acquiring awareness. Because the more you get to know yourself, the more you start to understand yourself and your triggers and why you act the way you do when certain things happen in your life. Each day that you choose to develop yourself, you choose to respond differently than you would have before. You choose growth over comfort. Making the conscious effort of becoming a better version of yourself is quite the challenge. It's not easy, because if it were, everyone would be doing it. But it's not. There are days where something happens in your life to where you would like to put that other person in check for what they said to you, but at the same time, you have to hold yourself accountable, because you know that not everyone has the strength, the inner strength, the willpower to commit to personal development like you do. So you have to hold yourself accountable so that you don't lower yourself to their level. That is not easy. That's not easy. But I tell you something. On those days to where you don't do as good as you would have liked, it's okay. You're not perfect. You're human. Those days are going to happen. But the fact of the matter is that it's a must that you hold yourself accountable. It's a must that you pick yourself up and dust yourself off and go at it again. Never give up on becoming a better version of yourself. Never settle for a lesser version of yourself, because the future version of yourself will truly thank you for it. I grew up quiet, shy, full of insecurity. I lived in fear. I absolutely was. Fear ran my life. And that's why in my younger years, I didn't do a lot of things that a lot of people my age experienced. Things like learning how to skate, learning how to swim. And as far as I am a male, being able to talk to girls. You know, these are just a few examples. But now, because I became a student of myself, a student of personal growth, I can look back and see how far I have come, because I'm not full of insecurity. I'm not shy anymore. I don't live in fear. I live in purpose. And each and every single day, I hold myself accountable for whatever happens in my life. I know that I can be triggered, that weaker, lesser version of myself is still there, and he can be triggered. But I'm mindful of him. I'm mindful of his presence. And because of that, I have to hold myself accountable and know that when the older version of myself, the newer version, the better version of myself has to step in. It's like parenting your inner child. The new version of myself has to parent the inner, lesser, weaker version of myself, which is in most cases the child, because a lot of things that we encounter in life, you know, it stems from our younger years, and we unknowingly carry a lot of baggage as to what happened in our lives, our younger years, into our present life unknowingly. And that's why it's so important to practice mental awareness. That's why it's so important to be intentional about striving to make each and every day a purpose-filled adventure, and making each and every single day count. Personal development is not about erasing who you were before. It's about rising above it each and every time. And as long as you're willing to do the work daily, you're becoming better than you were yesterday. Life is a journey. Life is full of learning experiences that we can greatly benefit from. We just have to make the conscious effort each and every single day of our lives to become better. And how you discover purpose for your life is by challenging yourself to do better. And this is something that so many people do not do. They don't challenge themselves to become better. And because of that, they just exist. They exist in defeat. Well, if you truly want to live a purpose-filled life, it is a must that you challenge to develop yourself. And know that no matter how much you grow, that weaker, lesser version of yourself will always be there. So accept him, accept her, accept you, because you're only human. And that's it. Hey, I owe it to myself. You owe it to yourself. We all owe it to ourselves to do better and be better, so we can make our individual worlds better. If you like the words that I have shared in this video, then by all means, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. God bless.